Welcome to Learnscoutsbsa.com. Today we'll be going over the diagonal lash. Now the diagonal lash is pretty important. It's used in structures. We're stabilizing by tying these cross members here on this, and it prevents racking, which is going from left to right. This is different than the square lash where we're looking at holding weight going up and down. All right, so to begin with, here, we're looking at bringing these two pieces of wood together, and they're generally between two uprights, right here, left and right. So these are going to be cross members here to prevent the racking, which is going left and right. So we don't want racking, right? We want to make it stable. So if we're climbing it up, we're going to be safe. So we're going to start this thing off with a timber hitch, right? And a timber hitch is very easy here. We're just going to make that bite, just like right here. And remember, the easy way to know a timber hitch is if it slides, right? So as we are bringing it back around, we're looping it about 4 times, just like this, right? And again, this is going to bite down, so it will cinch in and hold tight. We always start a diagonal lashing with that timber hitch, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this thing 3 times. With a diagonal lash, we are starting with a timber hitch, we are wrapping it 3 times, and then we'll frap it 2 to 3 times, right? So every time it goes around, it's very simple. It's just basically wrapping it around these 2 pieces of wood here, right? 3 times. Yep, you got to keep it tight. It doesn't have to be excessively tight, but you need to make sure that there's at least 3 wraps here. Now we're going to go the other way. We're going to make it 3 wraps going the other way, which is the crisscross piece. So we'll do 3 more wraps here. That's the start of 1. There you go. Now we're into 2, starting of the 2. All right, heading into home here on 3rd. Okay, so now we're ready to start frapping, right? Frapping is the most important piece of this lashing, right? 3 of these going across, 3 of these going across. Now we're going to hit this plane here between the sticks where we're going to be frapping it, and that's cinching it in tight, right? This is what makes the lashing tight, is the frapping. You can't miss the frapping. So now we're going to take that underneath to get in the middle between the sticks, and now we're going to frap it around. 1. Here we go on the second one. Notice how I'm using a little bit of a bite there in that rope, and I'm pulling in tight. Now you can also use a stick. You can wrap that around a stick and pull on the stick to make it even tighter. But this is where you really got to put some muscle into it. You got to keep this thing tight because this is keeping your structure from racking from left to right. This is what's holding it in. So we have to make sure these things are tight right here. All right, so now that we've done 3 fraps, now we're going to finish it out with, you guessed it, a clove hitch. Okay, to make that clove hitch, we're going to bring it around, make that crisscross. Going to open up that loop there, thread it through that loop, pull it through the loop, and right there you have a successful clove hitch. All right, so now that that's done, let's go back through why we do diagonal lashing. First of all, it's to tie different angled wood together. It's to prevent the racking of your structure, which is, say, it will prevent it from going left or right. So it's a stabilizing lash. Learn more at learnscoutsbsa.com.